My name is Mindy McKnight, and I'm a special education teacher in New Albany, Floyd County Schools. We always have field day during our end of the year season. And our students that are in our programs have different physical, emotional, cognitive disabilities. And about 7 years ago, I said, we really need our own playground in New Albany, Floyd County Schools. So I just asked, who can I talk to? Where do I need to go? I have a big dream for a playground for children with and without disabilities.
Yeah, about 7 years ago, the special needs teacher and Mindy McKnight and Don Lopp, the county operations director, said we need to have something like this in our community here, and we started working on it and thought, all right, what do we need, how are we going to do this, and slowly build up till finally we came up with this great feature right here, and I think it's going to be a hit for many, many years in our community.
The community stepped in. They have gone above and beyond what I really dreamed, and my class and 4 other classes came here to the park yesterday, and we broke in the playground and we broke in the water park, and listening to all these laughs and squeals, it just has my heart so happy right now. I feel like I can buzz. You never say never. You can make your dreams come true. Just find the right people to get in your corner, and you've got this.
Maylee's been going to school here since she was in kindergarten. I would come and help her transfer and play. She had friends that wanted to play with her. The playgrounds had wood chips and barriers all around them, so she couldn't even get to the equipment. Last year, I went to the board and just kind of told them the need that we were having and the struggles of Maylee at recess. And
she was like, me and disabilities need to be able to play with other kids.
She certainly recognized the need that the district had. She'd been advocating for not only her child, but all children with disabilities within the city.
You're not asking for special treatment, you're just asking for equal treatment for your child. At the next board meeting, they unanimously voted yes to have an inclusive playground, not only at Maylee School, but at every school in the district.
It's a first in the state of Texas, and we hope the first of many.
You know, when you make people aware, then that's when they can make a difference.
It's just amazing that we have it and that I can play.
A kid yearns to be loved, yearn to be safe, and they yearn to be included with their peers. And when they have that, they can achieve more.
I feel like I'm all of the other people. It makes me feel hey, I'm not gonna be left out. All of them take my wheelchair down to the slides and everything, so they're a big help.
We didn't just build a playground, no, we built a playground that works for everyone. That's inclusion. In my book, that's inclusion. We've got something for everybody.
Charmaine Bellamy's 12-year-old son Luke has never shown much interest in playgrounds.
Going to the playground has actually been kind of pointless in the past. He doesn't find any enjoyment at the playground because there's nothing he really feels safe and secure to do.
Luke has autism, is nonverbal, and has a number of other medical conditions. It wasn't until the start of this new school year, when the sensory playground at John Dolan School opened, things changed.
To see him doing things that I didn't think he was able to do, or that he just didn't feel comfortable doing. And so as a mom watching that, it was just, it was heartwarming.
In 2015, the school's parent council came up with this vision and started fundraising for the $500,000 structure, recognizing the importance of having a playground for the students. The only equipment that existed at the time was a set of swings they couldn't use.
Was everything we needed it to be.
Principal Kathleen Underwood says this space is a game changer.
And I watched the students just being kids playing on the playground, where before they didn't have access to equipment.
There's nothing like this playground in Western Canada, according to Underwood. It's entirely wheelchair accessible, features sensory panels, a sensory surface track for therapeutic bikes.
Everywhere here is for them, and I think that's the biggest piece for me.
As for Bellamy, seeing her son using the swings alongside other kids for the first time was a moment she'll never forget.
This is the definition of inclusion.
It's a first for kids with special needs in Saskatoon. The city is now home to the first fully accessible playground. It allows kids in wheelchairs and those with sensory issues to truly play like a kid. And as CTV's Laura Woodward reports, it means just as much to the parents as it does to the children.
Our students had nothing to do out here at all. The only piece of equipment that existed was the old swing set, which my students couldn't use.
Until now. The sensory playground is completely wheelchair accessible and filled with different textures, appealing to kids like Luke, who has autism.
And he just went and stayed on the playground for 45 minutes. He went from activity to activity, and in my life, I don't think we spent more than about 5 minutes on a playground. So it was life-changing for him, and as a mom, it was life-changing for me too.
The Saskatoon Public School Board says it doesn't cover the costs of public school playgrounds, so it was up to the parents to fundraise to cover the $583,000 it costs to build this. Bake sales, the Kinsman Foundation, and a large sum from an anonymous donor made the blueprints a reality in 3 years. And for parents, that might mean more trips to John Dolan School.
The old playground, we just had swings and a jungle gym, and that's like really all we had. Before it was kind of boring, but now it looks better. It looks great. There's a carousel, which I don't think is anywhere else except for at a fair.
Well, we ended up with an incredibly gorgeous playground. This will now become a national demonstration site. We've been working on this project for 2 years. The principal initially asked me to help her get a couple of soccer goals. And I came out and worked with her, walked throughout the playground area, and realized we needed much more than that.
Here's why I started with soccer goals. At the same time, we began welcoming children from the refugee camps in Tanzania and Uganda. and Africa's big in soccer. They spoke only Swahili. A few of them spoke French as well, and but no English.
All of your demographics can come together under play. You know, all of your foreign languages can come together under play. You've always heard a smile is known in every language. Well, play is the same way.
Even though they did not have any dollars in their budget, the school district had no money slated for a new playground. The principal and the staff decided they cannot allow that to be the barrier, that the kids here needed a new place to play and they were going to make it happen. Often schools don't have the dollars, and so they think, well, we just cannot get a playground this year. It's not in the budget for us.
We started fundraising, and what a story it is. The community came together, the Weller community and the community as a whole. And then, sort of the cherry on the top, this little girl comes in one day and hands her teacher $120. It was her life savings.
These children deserve an incredible playground. This playground was put together with input from all the kids, the teachers, the staff, parents. They designed this playground, and we worked with GameTime, and they helped take those ideas and incorporate it into a play-on playground. The children have learned to set a goal and to work really hard, and if you do that, this is the result.
Thanks for our playground. Asante kumidodo. Gracias por el nuevo parque. Thank you for the playground. Play on!
My vision was just to see all of our students and the community being able to play together. So what we really wanted to be mindful of this time around was all the changes that have happened with inclusive playground equipment. Really finding those spaces where students don't have to feel like they are by themselves because they're in their wheelchair or because they can't access something. Everyone's in it together.
It started over a year ago. It is a national demonstration site for inclusion. It does meet all those key points. With a combination of that and then fitting their unique footprint and needs, and allowed me to come up with the solutions and kind of move forward with our design.
There's nothing like seeing people of all ages, students, adults, people in wheelchairs, 3 by 3, just being able to roll on and enjoy the same activities with their able-bodied peers. It brings tears to your eyes.
My son Will are up there. Will goes to Cades. We couldn't ask for any place better because it's one thing to have it where it includes kids of all types and abilities, but when you can include their brothers and sisters, you can include their parents. That's what every one of us wants. That's when you talk to any parent who's like us, all they want is for things to be typical, or things to be similar, or to be able to do the things that their other kids are doing. So now we can kind of operate somewhat on the same level, and that's phenomenal.
It's about relationship, right? And you and I might have completely different interests. I might like Penn State, you might like Ohio State, you might not like football at all, but you might ask me about my hat, I might ask you about your shoes, and that's what happens when you bring people together.
being in the classroom, working with kids with different mobilities, different needs, and then sending them out to the playground where it's very limited. There's not that accessibility for all kids. And when, you know, in the Pasco School District, we talk a lot about all means all, and that's the new buzzword, all means all, you know, and what does that actually mean? It's so amazing and fascinating to see that I get to open a brand new school where we actually get to say all means all. Students with whatever the limitations are have the ability to be on our playground. We have 634 kids at this time, and we originally were supposed to have 520. You know, right now we have a lot of our kids in the K-4 really access it a lot right now. How can we develop it to where our 5th graders and our 6th graders see that potential? And, you know, fascinating thing, and I'm excited about, we can possibly grow this even more.